Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Indigo here. I hope you're having a good day or good night, whatever time it is when you watch this video. Okay, let's get into the message. So, bitch, I had to have a heart to heart with myself because, like, I was confused. Like, I was confused. I'm like, what's the problem, girl? What's the problem? And, like, I realized all the things that I didn't realize before. And all the things that I didn't realize before were all the things that contributed to me not being able to reach the amount of success in which it is that I desire to have. Okay, the false idea of what success actually is. Okay, based around having or not having material thing. Okay, and like my whole entire life has been literally a testament to me understanding that all of my value, all of my worth literally comes from the substance in which is embedded in my blood and in my mind, okay? The fact that I have went through as much shit as that I have gone through and can still dream big and articulate myself and push myself to learn more. Like even as I've been here, like I I never give my time I never give myself time to be sad about things. Not because I'm not sad about them, but because if I do, I know that sadness is an emotion that paralyzes me, okay? And that being paralyzed makes it harder for me to do anything. But then I realized, like, what's worse? Not doing anything, regaining focus and clarity on what it is that I am wanting to do and why it is that I'm wanting to do it, um, or continuously moving, operating, being productive, um, and not really accomplishing anything. And prior to getting here, all of my drive came from a very superficial perspective of, well, if I have this or if I look like this, then that will deem me worthy enough of what it is that I'm asking for or what it is that I'm wanting. To me, realizing that most of the shit that I was asking for and most of the shit that I was wanting wasn't even things that I wanted. They were projections that I was consuming from other people because I lacked the awareness to know who I was or who it was that I was becoming. So it's like I literally had to realize and reflect on who the fuck it was that I was not in order for me to get back to a point to where I realized who it is that I am and what it is that I want. And like it's crazy because a lot of the lessons were lessons that I obtained as a child, and subjecting myself to false leaders, false prophets made me conduct myself in a way that wasn't true to my soul's journey. Okay? And like I feel like people feel like I'm really hard on myself, but I'm really hard on myself because I'm too fucking smart to not know any better or to not be aware. But like the time that I have spent literally bitch slumming it, I have found so much clarity and regained a new sense of purpose and drive for what it is that I want to accomplish, for what it is that I'm going to accomplish, for what it is that I am accomplishing, whether it be within myself, whether it be existential to myself, and you know, whatever it is, now it's personal. It's like I have what I need to not disassociate myself from accomplishing my life's work and my life's mission. There was a point in time where, like, no, I didn't want to be hopeful, and no, I didn't want to do any of those things that life was asking of me because I kept having to go without. And it was like me having to go without was triggering me in a way that was making me feel as though I wasn't being appreciated. And appreciation comes in many different forms. And I feel like my appreciation has been in a very spiritual, unseen, sometimes seen sense, okay? And like yesterday was really all of that for me. Um, Even just something as simple as like, okay, like I'm at Starbucks, right? I come to Starbucks, I work out at Starbucks. Like I sit here, I journal all day, I do readings, I talk to source. Like it's a comfortable space for me, right? I bask in the sun because the sun literally comes up like right over here. Um, and I got so focused on because I fucking love Starbucks. Like, girl, I love me a frappuccino. Like, I love me a frappuccino. I love me a brownie. I love me all the things that Starbucks has to offer. To be completely honest, and it was like becoming more about obtaining substance, okay, than it was about utilizing the space to do what it was or what it is that I'm needing to do or wanting to do, okay? And like yesterday, like I really wanted coffee. I didn't have money to get a coffee, right? And then I had a conversation with this guy who was telling me about um, the Bible, and we were sharing, you know, information from a religious standpoint, from to a spiritual standpoint. We were just bridging the gap, right? It was actually a really good, productive conversation, which was really enlightening to me and very inspiring. Um, and like he had two coffees. Like one of his coffees were made wrong, and he kept it. And he's like, "Oh, I have two coffees," and I'm like, "Oh, can I have one?" And he gave it to me, and then I got a fucking free bagel, also. Like the universe just providing for me because I'm learning, and like for me, I got kind of lost and forgetting like why it is that I'm always taken care of. But it's like once you stop abiding by your assignment, the universe is going to make you uncomfortable. It's going to make you struggle until you realize like your place and how to operate from your place and not trying to operate from other people's places or operating to appease other people's perspectives. And like I don't know, it's just been really it's been a very humbling experience. And like I'm really happy that I've taken my time being here because when you constantly are moving and just going and like okay, I need to do this and I need to do that, but you really have no objective and you're more so moving from an emotional standpoint than a logical standpoint and a standpoint that's structured and disciplined and accomplishing what it is that you actually want for yourself in your life. You really just are continuously unknowingly perpetuating cycles that you already closed off but you're still attached to because you still harbor certain feelings and even resentment from things in the past that didn't go as the way that you planned. Um, so yeah, a lot of releasing. Um, I've been having like spiritual animals like walk up on me and confront me. Like I was just at the gym and I went and I took a shower and I just sat there and like this panther just walked up on me and I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna name her Aphrodite. And I'm like, okay, well, who's Aphrodite in Egyptian mythology? And it was Horus and Isis, which Isis is Aset. Okay, so Aset is my spirit animal right now, guiding me, staying with me, being close to me. Um, I have been definitely making choices and decisions out of an emotional standpoint or like feeding the ego. Like a bruised ego will really have you trying to feed it, and it's like a bitch. eh, Ego is healthy, but not when used to perpetuate things that don't need to be perpetuated. And I was definitely perpetuating a lot of cycles that did not need to be perpetuated, and I think the excuse of like, oh my god, my life's hard, like I'm just gonna exist in this energy was like a comfortable space for me. But the truth is that my life has always been hard, and I have never really even looked at it as being hard. It wasn't until recently that I started to look at my life as being hard, and that also comes from acknowledging the perspective of others. I kind of really feel like my life's really sweet, to be completely honest, because the things that, like, girl, I could have so much shit going on. Like, I could have so many things wrong in my life, but they're really not wrong. And like, I'm really grateful for that. And I'm grateful for being able to have the perspective to view things in the way that it is that I do, that brings me clarity and comfort when it comes to how it is that I choose to look at the situations in which it is that I'm going through. Like, yeah, I asked for that coffee from the universe. The universe gave me that coffee, but girl, the truth is, I should not be eating sweet stuff right now. Like, I've been eating a lot of sweet stuff, and my tooth, the abscess in my tooth, literally has went back to my cheek. So my cheek is like a tad bit swollen right now, and like it's the same cycle. Before I moved, I was literally filling out dental insurance, and then get anxiety because I'm like, oh my god, I'm gonna move, and then my insurance card's gonna come here, and I'm not gonna be here, and like blah blah blah. So instead of like saving my money like a normal person and waiting until I move, which I spent it because I was fucking full of anxiety. Like, and sometimes I just spend money because I have like anxiety, and I'm like, I need something that I can hold that's tangible that's going to take that away from me, and it's not healthy. And I've definitely checked myself on it, and yeah, I've definitely checked myself on a lot of shit when it comes to my relationship with money or just material items in general. Like, the material world really has not brought me any type of substance. Like, don't get me wrong, I love creating shit. Like, I love making shit. Like, now it just puts it in perspective what it is that I should be spending my money on. Like, of course, taking care of myself, right? Healthcare. I love to make shit, and I love to paint, and I love doing tarot. So, like, investing in my business, right? Like, really drawing out the outline for me to the point to where once I start making moves, I make productive moves, and moves that are not going to be counterproductive to everything that it is that I'm doing. And like, yeah, we all get attacked, and we all go through spiritual warfare, and like all these things do happen, and like um I can more so get really lost because I don't have like that human validation that's always there for me, and a lot of my like thoughts get lost, and like, I don't know, it's hard for me to remember things sometimes, and like bitches be doing magic on me constantly, and like it just be hard sometimes to keep track of the things that I've learned and like keep continuously implementing them into my life. Um, but like now it's really no excuse. And then it's like learning what to pray for. Like when I pray, like I really just talk to God. And when I talk to God, like it helps me build a new perspective on what I'm experiencing. But then at the same time, people like sometimes use prayer to like ask for things, and like I don't really, I don't ask for much, and I'm realizing that I don't ask for much because I don't want to ask for the wrong things. Because I've noticed that when I have asked for things, they haven't been productive to my life, and like now that I'm aware of this constant cycle, I'm like learning what to ask for, how to ask for it, what is of substance that is going to not just give me energy, but replenish my body and be healthy to my organs and everything within me, so that I maintain my health, because health is wealth, right? I don't know. It's just a lot of shit, and like I don't know, a lot of things that I learn, like like this I feel like is the most embarrassing lesson to learn just because I've never been a materialistic person. Like this all formulated when I started to really lose everything and my ability to maintain everything and like the effects of fucking spell work, bitch. Like let's be real, the effects of spell work. Like I am not a person that really gives a fuck. That really gives a fuck because there was a whole period of my life where I went without, and literally being a good person was the thing that got me everything that I wanted. And it didn't matter. It's just a lot of things that didn't matter to me back then that started to matter to me now, and like the closing of a chapter is putting it all into perspective for me. Like I grew up in a household where the quote keeping up with the Joneses was the thing. Like me going back around and being in environments where people literally have stolen my money to provide themselves with all this material luxury, cars, clothes, houses. Like to me being like I don't have these things and I'm just gonna provide them for myself because I want people to know that I don't need what they took from me in order for me to have what it is that I'm supposed to have. Like ego, right? Like resentment, right? Like not properly acknowledging the feelings and then properly dealing with them, okay? So I don't know. Just a lot. A lot has happened in the last, I don't even know how long I've been here. 3 weeks, maybe? I don't know. A lot has happened in the last 3 weeks, and I feel like I'm finally at a place where I understand to the point of being able to make conscious choices and decisions to move forward and not be in my ego about it or not be in my head about it, but like lining everything up so that I produce the outcome in which it is that I'm looking for and which it is that I'm producing, right? And a lot of things sometimes you be like, oh, I don't want to do this, but it's really needing to acknowledge why you're doing it and do it because the why is always greater than the oh I don't want to feeling of it. But yeah, that's pretty much what I want to say. I feel like yesterday I uploaded a video and I was more there was no productive. I didn't feel like it was productive. It was more just me venting, and I'm definitely down for venting. But like productive venting is also a thing, and I need to be more productive with my time, my energy, my words, and how I'm speaking them out and how I'm speaking them over my own life. Um, but yeah, my face kind of hurts. My face kind of hurts. I have more acne than I've ever had in my life, and I feel great. I feel great to say the least, girl. But yeah, that's pretty much what I want to say. I'm gonna do a reading for you guys,